Guys, as we continue to look over this for the time being, and we look forward to this 10-game homestand, a couple of stories stick out to me, and one of them is that of Dillon Maples. Maples, as you know, guys, he has an incredible strikeouts per innings pitched ratio, but the problem is he has an incredibly high walks to innings pitched ratio. Dillon has got electric stuff. He's seen parts of action in each of the last 3 major league seasons, unable to stick around. This might be that year, though. You guys know with the fact that Morrow being out till July, Carl Edwards Jr. can't figure it out. Dunsing, Strope is going to need a little bit of help down there. Could this be the 10-game homestand? I'm going to watch a lot of Dillon Maples over this next this 10-game homestand. I'm going to say that Dillon's going to make. Joe's going to put Dillon out there. 5 to 6 ball games. I would say 6 max and a minimum of 4. We're going to see Dillon. So Maples is going to get his chance, and I think this is really going to be the first time in his major league career that he is going to. The Dillon Maples knows in his head, all right, next 10-game homestand, I'm going to be in there, and I'm going to be making impacts in baseball games. I'm either going to be coming out there to extend games. I'm going to be coming out there to hold leads. I'm going to be in pennant race style baseball in May. Because remember I said that, guys, Wrigley Field is going to have that atmosphere with Milwaukee and St. Louis coming to town. Y'all know that, okay? So look for that's a guy that I'm really going to be paying attention to in this 10-game homestand coming up. What Dillon Maples can bring us. This is really the first time that he kind of is going to get his chance to shine. Dillon is 26, so he's not getting younger, and I'm really rooting for this dude, and wouldn't it be awesome in a week and a half from now, 2 weeks from now, we all get together and we talk about how Dillon Maples made 5 appearances and 6 scoreless innings for the Cubbies and didn't walk anybody. You know what I mean? That would be freaking awesome. That's some of the things that, as a fan, you look forward to seeing and hope can happen. At the same time, can anybody argue, has Kyle Hendricks ever had a worse 5-start stretch in his entire Cubs career? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Has Kyle Hendricks had a worse 5-game stretch in his big league career than the one he's had now? Okay? Kyle's 29. He's going to be 30 in the offseason. We've guaranteed him 5 years. We're paying him a hefty penny. But I think it's a good contract. I like the Hendricks deal, and I hope that Kyle can continue to be a solid major league number 3 starter that eats up 180 innings and gives you 30 starts. But let's face it, guys, after this 10-game homestand, Kyle's going to get 2 starts. Okay? 2 starts for Kyle. That will put him 7 starts into the season, guys. Thus, I told you, after this homestand and then one more little series after that, we're 1/4 through the baseball season, okay? That's 1/4 of the way done, so let's tear it all up and start again. But as I said, Kyle's going to give you 30 to 32 starts. Well, after this 10-gamer, we'll have 7 of them in the books. We'll have about 1/4 of his starts in the books. And is Kyle going to be 1-6, or can Kyle bounce back and get to 3-4? I think that's a big storyline. So those are the 2 guys that I'm really going to be watching over this 10-game homestand that I'm really going to be paying attention to for the rest of the season. I think could make a statement, both Maples and Hendricks. Maples could break out finally and become a solid major league arm and stick around, and Kyle Hendricks could regain his professor form and his keen ability to eat up innings and to win baseball games, quite frankly. So that's 2 guys that I really, really suggest you guys pay attention to. And as they go, so go this Cub team. Another example, guys, where I talk about what they're going to be, if they're going to be an 88-win team or a 95-win team, okay? This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. Guys like Dillon Maples making that jump and maybe becoming this year's version of Carl Edwards when Carl was so great for us, okay? And Kyle being the ultimate professional and a major league veteran now. Kyle's no youngster anymore. Kyle went from being one of the young guys on this baseball team to now he's a veteran leader. Okay? So it's time for Kyle to bounce back because Kyle's had his worst 5-start stretch, and I'm sure you guys might be able to pull up a worst 5 game, but it's close. It's close. I'm not sure how many starts Kyle's made for the Cubbies, but it's up there. It's around 100. I'm thinking, what year do we get Kyle? I'll do that research here in a little bit. But you guys get my point. It's time for Kyle to really win a couple of baseball games at home for his team. It really is. It's time for Kyle Hendricks to win a couple of home baseball games, and I think it's time, and I hope it's time that Dillon Maples gets his control together, can locate that wonderful fastball of his, and give us some success from our right-handed pitchers. So let me know what you guys think about that. I would say pay attention to it closely. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. And this is kind of the way I have to answer questions and do topics since I can't go live. So let me know.